and odds, that's our deal. From underdogs to favorites, we break it down. Empty Field Podcast, the talk of the town. Empty Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. Interviews with stars, we bring in the heat. Sports news and odds, talk that can't be beat.
Welcome to another episode of the Empty Field Podcast. My name is Matthew Hansen, and back again after a W. Keke Blackmon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Doing well, doing well. You guys faced a tough Rebellion team. We'll talk about that game.
Absolutely. You know, they came in doing what they do, and they came in, try to bully us around a little bit, but at the end of the day, we withstood some good hits, and we went in the locker room, made some adjustments, came back out, and a different team.
Yeah, they were undefeated going into this game, but you guys came back on top, ended the season undefeated at home. What does that mean for you guys?
You know, it's pride in our fans. They come out, they want to watch and see us do great and be great, and make sure that we are doing the right things in our community and loving on our people and making sure that they're there happy getting that experience. That means everything to us, and they give us a lot. So we want them to come out and see amazing, spectacular football, us working together to get a win, just like we want them to do outside in the community. We want them working together to get the win. So we got to show them how to do it in adversity, no matter what. We want to stand up and stand out for our family, and it's important to us.
Yeah. Well, let's dive a little deeper into this Rebellion game. The first half just was not your guys' half. Going into the second half, you guys were down 14-0. And also down your starting quarterback, getting hurt in that second quarter. First, talk to us what game plan you changed from the first half to the second half, and then how is Brenna Morris feeling?
Brenna, she's doing great. She's in PT. She's working through it. She was at practice yesterday and plans to go tomorrow. So we'll see how things progress. Marine, she's they're top two, not two. So they go in with that mindset. I mean, we prepare them. Next man up mentality. It's the man beside you mentality for us. So that's the only difference. So I think we're in good hands with Marine. I think she'll do some great things because she wants it and she wants to be better. The mentality switch, first half to second half. Paying attention to details more in the second half than we did the first half. We didn't punch in on it in the first half. We didn't take our opportunities in the first half. So that's what got us behind. So once we honed in on that and continued to be ourselves, play our game, that's when you saw the turnaround.
Yeah, and I will quote the play-by-play announcer. I didn't catch his name. He said right before the end of the first half, Keke Blackmon, what is up your sleeve when we saw Cassie Snowden on offense? What kind of game plan was that?
Cass is an athlete. And if nobody knows number 33, she will wreck you wherever we put her. And we've taught her skill sets at those different positions that we work on and we rep for her. It was nothing up my sleeve, is on my sleeve. And so she's always available because we coach her up as such. And so quarterback, what better hands to have it in than hers to start off?
Before we came on, I was we were biking watching this game, and then I saw, Snowden in at quarterback, and I had to stop, and I'm like, wait. Cassidy at quarterback?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I do want to spotlight a few players here and just talk me through them. Nova Nystrom has been killing it on that defense. 15 solo tackles, 17 assisted tackles. What's up with Nova here?
Nova is a Nye, and she's a Storm. And she is capable of playing both sides of the ball. She can kick the ball. She's humble. She wants to learn. She came over here to, she didn't come over here to play with nobody. And she just a quiet storm. And when she gets out there and she's strong, she's athletic, she works, her deposits shows up on Saturday. Because I'm telling you, she's putting them in. She shows up at practice early. She wants to work. The communication is there. So we're just moving the boxes with Nova because we like to go from good to great to phenomenal to legendary. And Nova is getting the good things 100% of the time. So now she's starting to creep into great, and it's scary.
Oh, yeah. What? She's the center? She's the kicker?
Yeah, she's the center, and she runs the show there at the center position. She starts both ways, and absolutely, and she kicks for me as well. She's my extra point, and yeah, she's a dog.
Could you imagine having 11 of her and 11 of Cassidy?
You
What are you gonna
know,
do?
that sound good, but that would be a headache and that would be a problem. So I'm glad that I have the one-on-one, and I love that for us because when you get too many Cassidys and too many Nyströms, then you begin to get major problems, and you see that around the league, you see that around the world when you get too many.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this Najma's first year?
It is Nazma's first year; she's a rookie. She's a rookie and she's a sponge, and she's another one that shows up early to practice, wanting to get that extra work and wanted to learn the game and understand it. Because once you teach a young lady their why, it's over.
She's tied for the team high forced fumbles. So a rookie leading it is awesome.
Yeah, she's long. She's passionate about getting to the football, and that's what you want in a D tackle. You want them passionate about tracking that ball, winning that race one on one with that lineman, eliminating them and going for what you know. So that's our thing. And our linebackers, they fill those holes. Grace Cooper, shout out to her. Number 19 is, if you don't know about her, you better ask about her on defense. And she's a running back as well. So she's a double-headed monster, triple-headed monster in her own right. So we got triple-headed monsters on our team, and it looks like it's one person, but they can do 2 and 3 and 4 things better than most people can do one. So I'm glad I have that on my team.
Absolutely. Now, May 9th, you have to go to Texas. You beat
Yes,
them
sir.
last year. What are you going to do this year?
The goal is absolutely do it do it the same, but do it in a different way. Now we're gonna play the same game, but we're just hoping that they're not on the same page as us, and we get one up on them, and we're going in there. We know exactly what we're gonna get from Texas, and Texas never steer us wrong about how they do it and why they do it and the standard in which they do it in, because that's Texas football, and they are an elite program, and we respect them because they have earned that. I would say that effectively they've earned that. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna try to put a little respect on their name and a little disrespect at the same time.
Yeah. Now, looking at Texas, the Spartans here, they've only given up a total of 12 points this entire season with combining 2 shutouts. What are you guys going to do on offense to ensure that doesn't happen to you guys?
We're gonna stick to the game plan. We're gonna stick to the game plan. We're going to we've been studying them to where we know where their weaknesses are, if there are any, and we know where we need to go with the ball and place the ball, and our receivers and our running back. I mean, for Tali, long as you got her, you're in good hands with her. Our line, they're gonna block. And they're going, and our receivers are going to block. We're just a disciplined team. We're if you notice that we have 50 yards in penalties in our last game, so we're averaging about maybe 1.5 penalties a game. So we're a disciplined team. So I think we're going to be ready for that. And it's just not the players; it's the coaching staff, us being ready, us being prepared, us putting our players in the best position to win. That's what it's about. Beating Texas. It's not just one part of it. Everybody's got to be on the same page at the same time to beat them.
Awesome. Now, any final words for this matchup? That again, you guys had game of the week last week with the Rebellion. I'm gonna say it now. It's gonna be game of the week against Texas.
Absolutely. This is what I'm sure Odessa and her vision was when creating this monster. Is to see monsters on the TV to make sure that we're getting that notoriety out there. The matchups is what they want to see. They want to see a good battle. They want to see us compete. And Kansas City, we're going to Texas to compete. We're not going to do anything else but compete. And I believe that out of the respect that I think that Texas have for us, they know that we're coming to compete because that's what we always do. If nothing else, we compete, and we compete to win. We compete to win.
Yeah. Well, Odessa does coach Texas. So
Yes, it does, Coach Texas. Yeah, I got one on her, so I'm proud of that. That one. It took a lot of ones to get to that one, but if you get one, then that means you can get two. If you can get two, you can get more than that. So that's the goal. And like I said, Texas, they're the standard. And whether we want to admit it or not, that's the top. So if you're not trying to get to the top, what are you doing? What are you doing? So that we're just trying to get to the top, and we got to go through Texas to get it.
all right, one final question. Any trick moves, any Cassidy Snowden at quarterback tricks up your sleeve for this game against Texas?
Never ever tell that. But as long as I got Cassidy Snowden on my sideline, she can be anywhere. So that's up to you to prepare for anything and be ready for everything. But just know that it's one little trick moment at the end there. It's like you got to be able to stop it. You can know it's coming, but sometimes it just ain't nothing you can do about it.
Awesome. Well, Coach, I appreciate you stopping by, getting us hyped for the game against Texas. Again, it's going to be the game of the week, just like that Rebellion game. That was coming down to the last drive again.
Last drive, best drive. Last drive, best drive.
Well, again, I appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah, MT Field, where the action's real. Sports news and odds, that's our deal. From underdogs to favorites, we break it down. MT Field podcast, the talk of the town. MT Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. Interviews with stars, we bring in the heat. Sports news and odds, talk